friends, welcome to my live teaching learning session of Principles of Microeconomics 2 BECC 132. Today is the first session of this paper BECC 132, and today we will discuss about Block 1, Unit 1, Market Structure. In Principles of Microeconomics 1, we have discussed all the topics like scarcity and choice, theory of demand, elasticity of demand, theory of supply, elasticity of supply, and cost and consumer theory, producer theory, etc. But in Principles of Microeconomics 2, in this paper, you will study about all those types of different market structure which exist in our economy. Like market structures have so many types, in which first market structure type is perfect competition market. Perfect competition market may be pure or perfect. It's a market in which large number of buyers and sellers sells homogeneous or same or identical products. So perfect competition market is a market situation where there is a large number of independent sellers offering identical products. In today's session, we will cover all those topics which is related with market structure of perfect competition, firm and industry equilibrium. How a firm and industry can attain equilibrium in a short run or equilibrium position in a long run. Now, first topic is markets and competition. What do you mean by market? In simple words, we can define that market is a group of buyers and sellers of a particular product or services. And the term supply and demand refers to the behavior of people. You know that who demands for goods and services? Mainly consumers who consumes goods and services for satisfaction their wants. They demand for products or goods and services. And who supplies these goods and services for consumers? Obviously producer or manufacturer. Produce goods and services for satisfying the wants of the consumer. So the term demand and supply refers to the behavior of consumer and producer. Demand is related with consumer and supply is related with producer. Where both curves intersect each other, equilibrium price is determined on that point. So market is a group of buyers and sellers who sells goods and services, and buyer obviously buy goods and services at a particular price and at a particular time period. Now next is perfect competition. Perfect competition is an uncommon phenomena in the real business world. However, the actual market that approximate the conditions of perfectly competitive models include share market, securities, bond markets, and local vegetable market and agricultural product market, etc. These are the examples of perfect competition market. In reality, this market at present does not exist everywhere in real business world because it's an uncommon phenomena. It has some assumptions which is not very realistic in present world, but this is the first type of market. It's a very important market because it is the base of all other markets. That's why we must have to know about what are the features of perfect competition market, how we can define this perfect competition market, what are the assumptions of this market, and how short run and long run equilibrium can be achieved by the producer in a short run or in a long run. So perfect competition market is that market in which large number of buyers and sellers exist and all sellers sell homogeneous product. Homogeneous means same product. It means there is no difference between the product color, size, packing, and quality. All things are same. When producers sell identical product, then price will also be identical or uniform. That market is called perfect competition market. Now next is perfect competitive market. How we can define this market? In this market, numerous buyers and sellers exist so that each seller has no influence over price. When large number of buyers and sellers exist in the market, then individual buyer and individual seller cannot influence the market price and quantity of a product. And in this market, product always remains homogeneous or same. It means all firms sell identical products to many consumers. As a result, all buyers and sellers are price taker. They are not price maker. This is the most important feature of this market, that in perfect competition market, seller always take over that price which is determined by the forces of demand and supply curve, which is determined by the industry. Firm is always price taker, but industry is price maker. Now, what is the difference between industry and firm? Industry is the group of all firms, and firm is a part of industry. Like Reliance is an industry, but Reliance Fresh is a firm. Reliance Petrochemical is a firm. When all firms include, or if we all firms join together and discuss about that, that will be called industry. So industry is the summation of all firms, but firm is a part of an industry. And there is a difference between firm and industry which exists in perfect competition market, because industry is price maker and firm is price taker. So perfect competitive firm always take over that price which is determined by the industry's demand curve and supply curve intersection. Now other market structures are, which we will discuss in next sessions, like monopoly market and oligopoly market, monopolistic competition market. These are different forms of market. Monopoly market is that market in which only single seller exists. One seller and large number of buyers, and seller has full control over price, product, and quantity of the product. Oligopoly market is that market in which few sellers exist. Few means not more than 20 or 50 and not less than 1, but few sellers, not large, not less, only few sellers exist, like OPEC countries sell petroleum or oil and other products, and soft drinks industry sells soft drink like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, etc. These industries or firms are very few. Cement industry are also very few in numbers, and automobile industry are the example of oligopoly market in which few sellers exist, but buyers may be a large number and not always aggressive competition. And monopolistic competition market is the situation which lies in between of perfect competition and monopoly. Monopolistic competition in this market, large number of sellers exist and all sellers sell differentiated product or uh, different product or heterogeneous product. Each seller set price for its own product. It means except perfect competition, all other types of market structure are price maker. But perfect competitive market is different from other market structures because this market always take over the price which is fixed by industry's demand and supply curve intersection. Other firms are price maker, but perfect competitive firms are price taker. Now next is perfect competition market. In short, we can say that perfect competitive market has so many features. Through their features, we can define this market. And what are the features exist in this perfect competition market? The features are like large number of buyers and sellers under this market. Very large number of buyers and sellers exist. Next feature is homogeneous product. Under this market, product is always identical or homogeneous or always same. Third is free entry and exit. Under this market structure, any firm can enter into this market at any time, and if firm wants to exit from the market, then firm can exit. It means there is no restrictions, there is no barriers regarding entry and exit into the market. There is a totally freedom for entry and exit. Next is perfect knowledge of prices and technology. Under this market, all buyers know about the price of the product and homogeneous. When product is homogeneous, then all buyers know about the product quality, quantity, how much producer is selling, and what type of product is selling by the producer, and what is the price of that product. When product is same, then obviously price will also remain same. So buyer know about the product price and the nature of the product, and seller also know about the buyer, that what buyer want to purchase it. So there is a perfect knowledge about price and technology and quality of the product by buyers and sellers. Next is no transportation cost. In this market, we assume that there is no transportation cost included in this market, because if we include this transportation cost, then price can't remain always same or uniform. You know that transportation cost vary according to different regions or different states. Price can't remain same, and but these firms are price taker, and always they take over that price which is determined by the demand and supply curve forces. So price is always remains homogeneous or same or uniform. That's why we assume that under this market there is no inclusion of this transportation cost. So if we assume that no transportation cost exists, then price can remain same. Otherwise, in reality or in actual situation, price can't remain same. And even you see that in some products that it is written that price in Delhi is that price, and in other state price will increase. So, like in bread, price is always written that in Delhi price is 20 or 25, but in other state price will be 27 or 28. And if products are same, like petroleum is same, but the price of petroleum is different in different states. So in perfect competition market, price is uniform, price always remains same because we assume that there is no inclusion of transportation cost in the cost of production. Next is no artificial restrictions. In this market, there is no barriers, no artificial restriction imposed by the seller. That's why all firms can easily enter and exit from this market structure. So these are the features or characteristics of perfect competition market. Now next is perfect competition market. How we can define it? A market in which large number of buyers and sellers exist, in which all sellers sells homogeneous product and they can easily enter and exit from the market. It means there is no special definition of this perfect competition market. We can define this market only with the help of its features. If we tell about all the features of perfect competition market, that will define this market clearly. And what are the characteristics of this market? Like large number of buyers and sellers, and firms are always price taker. Homogeneous product exists in this market. The buyers do not differentiate the product of one seller to another sellers. There is a free entry and exit into the market, and role of non-price competition is insignificant because there is no tug war related to price because price remains always same or equal. Next is assumptions of perfect competition market. In this market, first assumption is that under perfect competition market, large number of buyers and sellers exist. And large number of buyers and sellers exist, it means that no single buyer or individual seller can affect the price. If a firm enters into the market or exit from the market, it will be no effect on supply of the commodity and the price of the commodity. It means individual buyer and individual seller cannot influence the market supply of the product and market price of the product. Second assumption is homogeneous product. Homogeneous product means under perfect competition, all sellers sell identical or homogeneous product. Next is no discrimination. Under this market, buyers and sellers must buy and sell freely among themselves because price remains same, product is same, then there is no discrimination. Producer can't charge more than that price which is fixed by the industry's demand and supply curve intersection. Producer always charge that price which is fixed by industry. So price is always, these firms are price taker, not maker. That's why there is no discrimination imposed or exist under this market. Next is Perfect knowledge. In a competitive market, there is a perfect knowledge related to the product and price of the buyer and seller. A competitive market is that kind of market in which the buyers and sellers are in close contact with each other. Next is free entry and exit. In the long run, perfect competitive firm can enter into the market and exit from the industry. There is no hindrance, there is no restrictions, no obstacles on firms as far as entry into or exit from the market. And due to this free entry and exit feature, these firms always earn normal profit in long run. Because if some firms earn abnormal profit in short run, then other firms will attract to see this abnormal profit or supernormal profit, and they will enter into the market. In this case, supply will rise, and when supply will rise but buyers price is same, then their profit will fall, and in this case abnormal profit will convert it into normal profit. And if a firm bear losses in short run, then other firms or some firms exit from the market, and in this case supply will less or short, then producer will again gain normal profit instead of loss. So in long run, perfect competitive firm always earn normal profit because free entry and exit. There is a free entry and exit. Firms can enter into the market and can exit from the market. That's why this firm always earn normal profit. It means no profit, no loss in which time period? In long run. But in short run, it may be abnormal profit, maybe normal profit, or maybe loss. So in short run, there are so many situations exist, but in long run, firm will always earn normal profit. Next is this is the price determination curve. This curve tells us that how price is determined under perfect competition market. Price is determined by the industry, demand and supply curve intersection, and firms are always price taker. That's why demand curve remains always horizontal or parallel to the x-axis. Under this market, demand curve nature is horizontal or parallel to the x-axis. AR remains always equals to MR. What is AR? AR is average revenue and MR is marginal revenue. Now in first diagram, demand curve which is always downward sloping because demand curve shows inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. And supply curve is always upward sloping curve because it shows positive and direct relationship between price and quantity of the product. And where both curve intersect each other, here is the point of E. E point indicates the equilibrium point. At this equilibrium point, price is determined 4 rupee and quantity may be 1 lakh or any quantity you can take. So this price is determined by the industry's demand and supply curve forces or market forces, and this price is taken over by these firms. It means perfect competitive firm sell its all product at this price only, not this firm will charge above price and not below price. It means the price which is the equilibrium price, if it is determined, then firm can't sell its product and can't charge above this equilibrium price and can't sell. If firm sell the below the price of this equilibrium, then firm will bear losses. So why when firm can get 4 rupee price, then why firm will sell its product at 3 rupees price or 2 rupees price. Because if a firm accept lower price, it means firm will bear losses. So firm always take over that price which is fixed by the industry's demand and supply curve intersection, and the nature of demand curve under perfect competition market remains always horizontal or parallel to the x-axis. This is the diagram of price determination under perfect competition market, and how perfect competitive firm is a price taker, not maker. Then you can draw this diagram and explain it. Next is, this is the equilibrium condition of perfect competition market. This is the first equilibrium condition. In this condition, here first approach is total cost and total revenue approach. Equilibrium of a firm can be determined with the help of two approaches. And what are these approaches? And these approaches always exist in all types of market. Either it may be monopoly market, perfect competitive firm, or monopolistic competition market, or other types of market. This condition will remain always same. First approach is total cost and total revenue approach. You know that total revenue is the money income which is received by seller after selling its output, and total cost is the sum of total fixed cost and total variable cost. Where total cost and total revenue intersect each other, that point is known as break-even point. Break-even point is that point at which no profit and no loss situation exists. In this perfect competition market, TR diagram will always be a 45-degree line start from the origin, and it will be a straight line or upward sloping line start from the origin and 45-degree angle it is making. But total cost cannot be zero, because total cost is the sum of total fixed cost and total variable cost. And you know that fixed cost can never be zero. That's why total cost can never be zero. That's why total cost curve always start from the y-axis, not from the origin. And as you know that cost in the beginning falls, then minimum, then at the end cost start rises. That's why total cost curve is like this shape curve. In the beginning total cost is falling, after that total cost will be minimum, and at last total cost is going to increase or rise. Now here, where TR and TC curve intersect each other in this diagram, there are 2 points. One point is A and another point is B. Now at these 2 points A and B, where TR and TC intersect each other, at this point TR and TC both are equal. And when both are equal, then there is no profit, no loss, because total cost shows losses and total revenue shows profit. When both are equal, it means no profit, no loss. So break-even point is that situation which tells us about no profit, no loss situation. But how a firm can achieve equilibrium? Equilibrium, you know that equilibrium is a position where if we want to achieve this equilibrium point, then we will not go beyond that point, because equilibrium is a stability situation where firm can maximize its profit and minimize its cost. So equilibrium is a position when firm want to achieve it, and where the vertical distance between total revenue and total cost is maximum, that is called maximum profit. According to this first approach of equilibrium condition of a perfect competition market, in this situation where the vertical distance between TR and TC will be maximum, that will be called maximum profit point. Now here in this diagram, PN. PN is the situation which is showing maximum profit condition. But A and B point are showing break-even point because here total revenue and total cost both are equal. Now next is dotted line is showing that this is total profit curve. You know, total profit curve is always reverse U-shaped curve because when total cost is higher than total revenue, um, if we see that before this A point, total cost is above and total revenue is lower. At this situation, profit will be negative. Where break-even point exists, A point is break-even point, where TR and TC both are equal. At this point, profit will be zero. That's why profit curve touches to x-axis, which is representing that profit is zero at break-even point. And where the vertical distance between TR and TC is maximum, means TR is maximum and TC is minimum. At this point, profit curve is at M point, which is the peak point of this curve. This is called maximum profit situation. Then again profit curve will start falling because at B point again break-even point is determined, means profit will be zero. So profit curve touches to x-axis and the point is x2, which is showing that break-even point is B and here the profit is zero. Now again when total cost start rises and total revenue is less than total cost, then profit will again become negative. So this is the first approach of perfect competitive firm equilibrium situation. Now next is here profit, we can denote profit by pi, and profit can be estimated by taking the difference of total revenue and total cost. Total revenue is TR, which shows that total money income which is received by seller after selling its product, and total cost, you know that it is the summation of total fixed cost and total variable cost. And if we are taking difference between TR and TC, then we can estimate profit. And there are three cases which we can be seen, like when TR is greater than TC, that will be called excess profit situation. When TR and TC both are equal, then profit will be zero. That situation will be called normal profit situation. And when TR is less than TC, it means total revenue is less than total cost, then firm will bear losses. So here three conditions or three cases we can define with the help of this TR and TC approach. And these three situations tells us about how a firm can get abnormal profit, how a firm can get only normal profit, and in what situation firm will bear losses. Now next is profit. You know that how profit can be estimated, TR minus TC, and how TR is calculated. TR is calculated by multiplying price and quantity. And if quantity is given like 10 minus 10p, 0.10p, and price is given like 100 minus 10q, then how you can calculate TR? TR you can calculate by multiplying price and quantity. So price equation is 100 minus 10q into quantity equation is 10 minus 10p. So you can multiply it and calculate total revenue, and average revenue is per unit income received by the seller after selling individual or each quantity of the product. So AR is also known as price. It's always equals to price, and it can be calculated by dividing total revenue to quantity or TR divided by Q. And MR is the net change in total revenue. So MR can be estimated by taking uh, change in total revenue divided by change in quantity. Delta TR upon delta Q. From this formula, we can estimate marginal revenue. Next is, this is the second approach of equilibrium condition under perfect competition market. We have discussed that first approach is TR&TC approach. How TR&TC approach can give maximum profit situation to the firm. And second approach is MC and MR approach, where MC cuts MR from below point, that is called equilibrium condition of the firm. You know that AR-MR curve remains always horizontal or parallel to the x-axis. Under perfect competition market, AR and MR curve remains always horizontal or perfectly elastic nature curve. So AR is average revenue and MR is marginal revenue. And AR and MR both will remain same in perfect competition market. And marginal cost curve is always U-shaped curve. MC curve is U-shaped curve, and here MC is intersecting MR curve or AR-MR line at A point and at B point. Then what will be the equilibrium point here where firm gets maximum profit? A point will not satisfy this condition that MC always cuts MR from below, where MC cuts MR from below, that will be called equilibrium situation. Here MC is cutting MR but from above, not from below. So A point will not be called equilibrium point. But at B point, where MC is less than MR, it means MC is cutting MR from below. That point is called equilibrium point. Here firm will get maximum profit. And in this situation, if price line or demand curve of perfect competition market is AR is equals to MR or horizontal or parallel to the x-axis, MC, if we assume that MC is upward sloping curve because MC is generally known as supply curve under perfect competition market. So where MC cuts MR curve, equilibrium point is determined at this B point is the equilibrium point where firm gets maximum profit. So this is the second approach of equilibrium condition of perfect competition market. And these two conditions exist in each and every market through which we can determine equilibrium situations. Now next is short run equilibrium. Now first of all, you know that what is the difference between short run and long run, and who distinguish between the different time periods. Marshall give the distinguish or difference between different time period. Marshall classified time period into three parts. One is market period, which is known as very short period. Second is short period or short run, and third is long period or long run. Short run is that time period in which some factors remains constant, only one factor or variable factor can change. So in short run, variable factors you can change to change in the level of output, but fixed factors can't change in short run. So in short run, perfect competitive firm can faces three or four situations. Like one is, in short run, perfect competitive firm may earn abnormal profit. In short run, perfect competitive firm can earn normal profit, and firm can bear losses also. And in short run, sometimes firm uh, has to close temporarily its business due to facing loss or due to not recoverable of average variable cost. So in short run, temporarily a firm can shut down its business. So there is four situations which exist in short run. One is abnormal profit situation, second is normal profit situation, third is loss situation, and fourth is break even point may in fourth situation firm may be temporarily shut down its business. Now first is abnormal profit situation. How a firm can get abnormal profit or supernormal profit in short run. In short run, first of all, we will draw a horizontal line or parallel line which is parallel to the x-axis, because this line shows the demand curve of perfect competition market. And in each diagram, this in short run and long run, this diagram will always remain horizontal or parallel to the x-axis line, which represent that average revenue is equals to marginal revenue. Now in this diagram, here blue line is showing that is short run average cost curve. This blue line is showing that this is SRATC, means short run average total cost curve. If this cost curve lies below this ARMR line, then abnormal profit situation we can define. And you know that what is the relationship between AC and MC? This relationship and cost theory we have discussed in BECC 131, that here when AC falls, MC falls before than AC. When AC rises, MC rises before than AC, and where both curve intersect each other, here the cost is minimum. Now MC curve remains always below the short run AC curve and intersect AC curve at its lowest point or minimum point. So this red line curve show short run marginal cost curve. Now short run marginal cost curve, you know that equilibrium situation is that where MC cuts MR from below. Equilibrium point is determined here. Now here equilibrium point is B, where MC cuts MR from below. At this equilibrium point, quantity is determined OQ. At this point, here average revenue is at B point and average cost curve is below this. It means when average revenue is greater than average cost curve, that situation will be called abnormal profit situation or supernormal profit situation, because here is revenue is greater than cost. If AR is greater than AC, it will be show abnormal profit situation. When both will be equal, it will be show normal profit situation. And if cost is greater than revenue, it will show loss condition. Now next is, this is the normal profit situation, because here AC is tangent to the ARMR curve. ARMR curve line is always horizontal. AC curve, if AC is tangent to the ARMR curve, and MC, you know that always intersect AC at its lowest point at minimum point. Here this equilibrium point is this, and quantity is determined Q1. At this point, there is no difference between AC and AR. So this diagram is showing normal profit situation. Next is, here three diagrams are showing different situations of the perfect competition firm. In first diagram, it is showing abnormal profit situation. First of all, in these three diagrams, there is a very broad similarity in between of all these diagrams. Like in all diagrams, AR MR line is always horizontal or parallel to the x-axis. After that, if we short run average cost curve, we draw U-shaped curve, and which remains below this ARMR curve, it will show abnormal profit situation. First of all, we will draw AC curve or short run average total cost curve. Then MC always cuts AC at its lowest point. This R point is equilibrium point, quantity is determined OQ, and here average revenue is more, but the cost where this line intersects to cost curve at C point. So at this point, we will draw another price line. Now you are watching that here two price lines are here, OP and OP1. The gap in between of this price line is indicating that average revenue is greater than average cost curve. That's why this area is showing abnormal profit. And in second diagram, where SAC curve is tangent to the ARMR curve, MC always cuts AC at its lowest point. At this R point, there is no difference between AC and AR. That's why this diagram is showing normal profit situation. And in third diagram, where AC curve is above the ARMR curve. In this diagram, ARMR line is horizontal, ABC curve is below that ARMR line, and AC short run average total cost curve is above this ARMR line. MC cuts AC and ABC at its lowest point, where MC cuts MR, equilibrium point is determined. This is the equilibrium point. And if we join this line to AC curve, it means here AC curve point is C and the equilibrium point is R. Here C is greater than R, means cost is greater than revenue. So this box is showing that firm is bearing losses. So this is the three situation which exist under perfect competition market in short run. And fourth, another situation is shutdown point. Firm can temporarily shut down its business in short run when firm will not able to recover its variable cost. Next is profit maximization situation. You know that normal profit or break-even profit is that profit where TR and TC is equal or AR and AC is equal, and maximum profit situation is when AR is greater than AC, and loss situation is when AC is greater than average revenue. And equilibrium point we can get where MC is equals to MR and MC cuts MR from below. So this is the profit maximization under perfect competition in short run. Now next is, this is the situation of shutdown point. In shutdown point, first of all, you will draw this AR-MR line, which is horizontal or parallel to the x-axis. Then ABC line, average variable cost curve, which is tangent to this AR-MR curve. Then above this ABC, you will draw AC curve. AC is average cost curve. But remember, the gap in between of AC and ABC will be greater in the beginning and lower at the end. But they will never intersect each other. They will never touches to any axis, but they can go parallel. So please remember it that the gap in between of AC and ABC will be higher in the beginning and lower at the end. Now here two equilibrium points we are watching here, that A point is that point where ABC and AR is equal. So this is the condition of shutdown point where average revenue is equals to average variable cost. That point is called shutdown point. Here firm will temporarily shut down its business because firm is not able to recover average variable cost. And if firm will continue its business, then firm will have to face losses because average cost is more than average revenue. So in this case, firm will temporarily close its business or shut down its business. So this situation is known as shutdown point where P is AR, where P is equals to ABC or AR is equals to ABC. Next is This is the long run equilibrium under perfect competition form. In long run, you know that long run firms can enter and exit from the market at any time, and long run is a very long time period in which firm can easily move from the market. They can enter or exit. So if there is a abnormal profit situation exists in short run, then other firms will attract to see this abnormal profit and enter into the market. Then abnormal profit will convert it into normal profit. And if some firm bear losses, then other firms will exit from the market. Again, firm will reach at a situation of normal profit. So in long run, firm will always earn normal profit due to free entry and exit feature. So ARMR is horizontal curve, and LAC curve is showing long run average cost curve, and LMC curve is always intersect AC at its lowest point. At S point, there is no difference between LAC and AR, so this point is showing normal profit situation or break even situation. Next is supply curve. Supply curve concept is also very important because supply curve we can draw only in case of perfect competition market, not in monopoly market, not in monopolistic competition market. It means in other forms of market structure, there is an absence of supply curve. But in perfect competition market, there is a presence of supply curve. We can explain supply curve in perfect competition market in short run as well as in long run of a firm and an industry also. So what is the supply curve? Supply curve is that part of MC curve which lies above the equilibrium point. In this diagram, here price line is horizontal, ARMR is equals, LAC curve is same as long run equilibrium situation curve. LAC is tangent to the ARMR curve which is representing normal profit situation, and LMC curve is intersecting AC curve at its lowest point, where MC cuts MR from below equilibrium point is determined. At this equilibrium point, firm is getting normal profit, or this point is indicating break even point. But what is the supply curve? Exists here. We can show supply curve, the above portion of this MC curve which lies above the equilibrium point, not below the equilibrium point. Only the above portion of MC curve which lies above this equilibrium point is called supply curve of a firm in long run. And in short run, same diagram we can draw it. And in short run supply curve, here average variable cost is U-shaped curve. Average variable cost above this cost, AC curve we can draw, and you know that the gap in between of AC and ABC in the beginning is higher and at the end is lower. And MC always cuts all types of short run cost curve at its lowest or minimum point. Now here MC is intersecting ABC curve and AC curve. Where MC is cutting to these two curves, the above portion which is dark and this is the bigger line. This line is indicating that this is showing supply curve of a firm. So short run supply curve of a firm which is based on its short run marginal cost curve and average variable cost curve is presented by this bold line. This red color bold line is representing supply curve of a firm in short run. MC or supply curve is that curve which lies above the equilibrium point of MC. Now next is, this is the industry supply curve. Industry supply curve is generally upward sloping curve. It's a normal supply curve which shows positive relationship between price and supply of the product. So from supply curve we can represent with the help of MC curve, and the point which lies above the equilibrium point is called the portion of MC which lies above the equilibrium point is called supply curve of a firm, and the industry supply curve is always upward sloping curve in short run, which shows positive relationship between price and supply. Now, next is in long run, industry supply curve may be three types of supply curve. One is decreasing cost industry curve, increasing cost industry curve, and constant cost industry curve. If there is a decreasing cost industry curve, then we can draw supply curve with the help of these demand and supply curve. You know that demand curve is always downward sloping curve, supply curve is always upward sloping curve. First of all, we will draw D1 and SRS1, where both curve intersect each other. T1 point is determined. Then, if we increase demand by D1 to D2 and increase the supply curve from SRS1 to SRS2 or 3, in this case, here in this diagram, the increase in demand is less, but the increase in supply is more. If increase in supply is more and increase in demand is less, then another equilibrium point we will determine at this T3 point. And if we join this T1 to T3, this curve will be downward sloping curve, which is representing that it's a long run supply curve of decreasing cost industry. It means cost is falling and production is increasing. So this is downward sloping LRS, long run supply curve of an industry. In case of decreasing cost industry, curve slope will be downward. In case of increasing cost industry, curve slope will be upward. And in case of constant cost industry, curve slope will be horizontal or parallel to the x-axis. You can draw this diagram, or there is no need to draw this diagram. If you are showing long run supply curve of an industry, then you can draw only this second diagram, B only, not necessarily to draw A curve also. Next is in case of constant cost industry, long run supply curve will be horizontal. In this case, there is a equal proportion increase in demand and supply. First of all, we will draw demand curve and supply curve. At M point, both curve intersect each other. Equilibrium point is determined. If demand increases, then curve will shift to the rightward from D to D1, and supply will also increase by the same proportion. Then supply curve will shift to the rightward from S to S1. If both curve increases or shifts rightward by the same proportion or proportionately, in this case, equilibrium point will shift from M to N, but price will remain same. And if we extend this line, it will show long run supply curve of an industry. But this supply curve of an industry is exists only in case of constant cost industry. If cost is constant, then price will also remain constant. Next is increasing cost industry curve is always upward sloping curve. In this increasing cost industry curve, here first of all D1 we will draw, S1 is supply curve. First of all, here equilibrium point is determined. If demand increases by more proportionately and supply increases by less proportionately, it means if increase in demand is more than increase in supply, then equilibrium point, another point we will get here. And if we join these two equilibrium point, then line will be upward. At this upward point, the upward sloping curve is showing increasing cost industry supply curve. Now next is allocative efficiency. Allocative efficiency only exists in case of perfect competition market, because perfect competition market is that market in which consumer surplus and producer surplus both exist in this market. This can be shown by the help of demand and supply curve, where both curve intersect each other. Equilibrium point is determined. Above this equilibrium point, consumer surplus exists, and below this equilibrium point, producer surplus exists. And both can exist only in case of perfect competition market, because this market allocate its resources efficiently or equally. So allocating efficiency always exists in this market, and we can show with the help of this diagram. Here consumer surplus, and producer surplus both exist in this market. This is the equilibrium point. Demand curve is downward sloping, supply curve is upward sloping, and consumer and producer both surplus will be maximized only due to the perfect allocation of resources. Now we can conclude from the today's session that a perfectly competitive market is that market in which large number of buyers and sellers sells homogeneous or identical products. Thank you.